Well, hi there, this is John Munter on a windy day in northern Minnesota. We're talking about the Gospel of Thomas and from the Nag Hammadi Library by James Robinson and my own book, The Integral Gospel of Thomas Made Easy. Let's recap again here. The first 7 sayings are really talking about going inside with the breath of the Holy Spirit, experiencing that divine love. Next 7 sayings or so talk about how it comes into the sense of the higher self, the freedom, the ecstasy of the higher self that we have that's outside of time and space, really. The next 7 sayings talk really about the mission, not worrying about a person or a form or a particular approach, but letting that light shine through you. Beyond that, the next 7 sayings talk more specifically about the higher self in number 22, and letting the light shine into your brother, and that's really the focus there. The focus after this is a social one, going about your mission, not being co-opted by society, not doing busy work and having your hands tied or being led like a blind man leading a blind person. And so we're now into saying number, we left off with saying number 36. And really the question from 35 is with the hands being tied, what's so bad about serving God and doing your best in religion and that type of thing. And Jesus explains more expansively in 36 in the Greek version rather than the Coptic one, so I'm using that one, but it means basically the same thing. Do not worry from early morning until late, do not worry from early until late, nor from evening until morning. Worry neither for your food, what you will eat, nor for your clothes, what you will wear. You are much greater than the lilies, which neither card nor spin. When you have no clothing, what do you wear? Who can add to your time of life? He it is who will give you your clothing. And the main emphasis here, despite all the little elements in it, is clothing, which refers to social status. And don't worry about what people think of you and your social status. Worry about what's inside and what's guiding you. And of course, the normal question from this is, well, how is God going to provide for us then? You know, if we're not worried about our own sustenance. And in 37, this is answered as well. His disciples said, when you will become revealed to us, when shall we see you? Jesus said, when you disrobe without being ashamed and take up your garments and place them under your feet like little children, and tread on them, then will you see the Son of the Living One, and you will not be afraid. Well, here again, the emphasis is on garments and putting them under your feet. And it's really a social thing, too, as well. Even though you can take that to mean also garments referring to the garment of the body. Not worrying about the body so much, your physical survival and food, but there's a real social emphasis here. And we're really facing that too now as a society in terms of our civilization changing. Right now I'm sitting next to my propane tank here. Propane is not as polluting as natural gas, but it's a byproduct of natural gas. And unless we change our fossil fuel habits, we're really in danger of coming into a big die-off of humans as well as plants and animals in this planet. Methane, even though it's in this form of natural gas, is supposedly clean and cheap, and it's been sold to us like that. Methane is 100 times worse than carbon dioxide over a 12-year period. So the problem with natural gas is really the leakage. If you have a leakage of methane that is 3.2% from a natural gas production, then it's equivalent to the pollution of coal. And we know that natural gas production, according to Robert Howarth of Cornell, is about 4% leakage. And so natural gas is really more polluting than coal. And it's even worse with fracking. Because of the satellites going overhead, we know just recently that there's about a 12% leakage rate. So natural gas can be maybe 3 or 4 times worse than fracked natural gas, could be 3 or 4 times worse maybe than coal, we're coming to realize. And so it's really a crisis of our civilization that we have to change to solar and wind and cutting wood maybe up here in northern Minnesota. But we're facing perhaps a big change in lifestyle, and hopefully Gospel of Thomas will be a light to shed on that. And once we do have a less of a concern about these things, then the living one comes through us and is more naturally present in our choices when we're not so concerned and already focused on certain outcomes and certain lifestyles and certain things. And seeing the living one then is really the subject of our next conversation, and we'll save that for next time. So thanks for tuning in. This is John Munter at www.themirroredbridalchamber.com and my book, The Integral Gospel of Thomas Made Easy. Thank you.